Hi. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes and see if anybody else comes, because I know that this is a surprise live. Hi. I'll use that one. Yeah, I'll use that one. Hi, Karen. I made it back safely. I made it. Where's that little one? Here we go. Hi, everyone. So, long story short, but we got on the last train back from London to Birmingham, and there was like a literal stampede of people behind us, like trying to get through the gates. And we got on the train with like 1 minute left. Finally found some seats, and then the train wasn't allowed to go like the regular speed, so it was only like 40 to 50 miles per hour, and that's why it took 3 hours to get home. Ugh. But we made it, and that's all that matters, right? Okay, so today, I know we kind of did like the buttonhole stitch or the blanket stitch in the paid stitch along, but for this one, we're going to do something really similar for a big leaf right in the middle here. And like always, you can add it here, over here, over here. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. You can choose. So I'm just going to show you the kind of leaf that we're going to make. Let me find my pens because I packed them all up to go to London. Gotta do stitching on the train, right? Yay! Yes, Claire, I made it. All right, so we're gonna do a really easy peasy, simple leaf shape, okay? Like literally the easiest leaf shape ever. So we're just gonna go like this and like this and put a line down the middle. That's it. Like nothing too crazy, I promise. All right. So as always, you can put it wherever you want, but for this one, don't hide half of it and be like behind her hair or behind another flower. We want the entire leaf to be stitched and to be shown. So I'm going to put mine here. I'm going to try not to hide it very much, here or here. Yeah. And for mine, I'm going to put it like a bit of on an angle. So hopefully it will like make it look a little interesting. So let's see here. Because I didn't do catch-up day. I'm not caught up. Yeah? Easy enough. I do have all the lights on, but it's like so dark here already. So I apologize that it's like not that bright. I might have to get like a lamp with a really long cord or something to like put next to me so that can be a bit brighter for y'all. So now you're going to choose a green. You can choose any green, whichever one suits your fancy. I chose 261, all 6 strands. And we're going to do like a blanket stitch, fly stitch, mesh kind of together. So normally with the fly stitch, I'll show you on here as well so that you can see. Normally with the fly stitch, you come up here, you go down here, and you leave a little loop like this, and then you come up here to secure the loop down like that. And they make little Y's, like little things are flying. Yeah, fly stitch. So all we're doing is we're just going to take that stitch and make it almost like a blanket stitch and do them like this. So they're gonna make little, like the veins of the leaf almost, you know? Ah, Carrie says, oh darn, I should be getting ready for work right now. Whoopsies. And then we'll go back and do the other side when we're finished. So now the amount of these like veins here, that is, you can choose however many that you'd want. You can do 4, you can do 5, you can do 6. It really doesn't matter how many. The other side will have the exact same, like that. And you can make them offset, meaning that you can put them like between, like this, or you can make them meet in the middle, like that. So you have a couple choices that you can make, but I'll just show you how to do it, and then you can make the choices after by yourself. And there's Jessie deciding at the most inappropriate time that it's the time for her to drink all of her water, finally. So there you go. Okay, let me just get the stitching so it's not in the comments, you know, because where I can see it, it's kind of like in the comments still. Okay, so we're gonna come up here at the bottom. And just like I showed in the drawing, oh yeah, I'm really sorry guys, but I snapped one of my nails off trying to get Jessie, trying to grab her. So RIP. Hopefully I can fix it for tomorrow. So after you come up here, you're gonna go down where you want your vein to end in the middle, yeah? And keep a loop. And come up on the line. And when you pull it tight, it's gonna make that kind of shape. Yeah? So now we'll just do the exact same thing again. Like pretend like we've just come up again for the first time. Sorry, I thought she was like puking or something. She's just right next to me on my foot. Yeah, again with the loop. And then up. Now you can make these smaller or bigger. Obviously, if I put this one down here, then this line here would be more like straight across. And that's fine too. Whichever you feel like you like the best, the look of, that's all right. So I'll do maybe like a really small one here. And we're just gonna keep on going. And you want it to be like a nice size leaf. So don't be drawing your leaf like this small. That's too small. You want to make it a little bit bigger than that. Okay, and then when you're happy with how many little veins or lines that we've made in your leaf, you're going to end it with one long stitch to the point. Yeah? Now after this, we're gonna work it all the way back down with just a back stitch. So I like to go from point to point, point to point, point to point as my stitches. It kind of helps it to like blend in a little bit. Aw, Laura Loves Laura says, so excited to be live with you. Thanks, babes. I do like doing them in the evening, but I do feel really bad because like the natural light is way better for you guys to be able to see like what's going on. So I did change all the lights in the kitchen area, which is where I do my stitching, to the white light, like daylight bulbs. But it's obviously not bright enough because like I'm looking at the video and it looks really not nice. And like all the lights in my kitchen are on. Except the one that's behind me, because that would give me like a shadow. That would give you guys a shadow. I've just got a knot, so bear with me for just a minute. It's like really short. Red Pickled says, what size needle are you using? So I got all of my needles from an antique sewing kit that I got from a charity shop. So almost every single needle that I've ever used is just by picking and choosing. I haven't actually seen a needle in like Hobbycraft or Michaels or Joann Fabrics that is the same exact needle. What in the world is happening with this? You guys, I am in a pickle here. But I found that the DMC, whoo, thank goodness. I find that the DMC 1 through 5, whoa, it's really big, embroidery needles or darners, they are very similar. So what I look for is that the kind of stick of the needle is not too long. I thought I had a newer pack over here. No. I'll find the other pack, because the other pack is like embroidery needles, like specifically. Like those are darners, so they're a little bit longer than normal. But I know this one is one of the DMC ones. So I always look for something that's like a bigger eye, and I don't want it to be too long, and I don't want this part right here to be too fat. So even though it's just a little bit, this one right here is just too thick for me. But you'll find like what the perfect needle size for you is. I find if I'm using less threads, like 2 or 3 threads, then I want a smaller needle here, and I want a smaller eye so that the thread doesn't come out as easy. Can y'all hear the rain? Horrible. Okay, so as we do the back stitch, you want to kind of work it out so that, I bet I'll do it wrong just now. You want to kind of work it out so that your needle doesn't end up here when you're done. So that might take some brain power. But you want to work it out so that you end at the very tip, like that, so that we can come back here and do the exact same thing that we did on this side, yeah? So if you ended with your needle here, then you can't start here again. So you'd almost have to like do a thicker stem or something, or make it so that your needle will end at the very end. Because we're gonna go up here again. And if you go down there and then come up there, you're gonna undo the stitch that you've just done. Top tip. So I'm just gonna turn this to the side because I find that it works a little bit better on the side, and I'm gonna zoom it back out a little bit too, so you can see. So we'll come up from here. This is all we're doing today. Just I'm doing one big leaf in the middle. Of course, you can add more leaves, but just keep in mind that we do have, you know, more things to add. So you can always add more things later. So this right here is where you need to choose if you want them to be kind of offset, like this one, meaning that you are not going in the same hole on the other side for this new side that we haven't done yet, or if you want them to be offset, so you kind of go down in between the two holes. And if you choose offset, you might have to tuck your needle under when you stitch it like that, instead of putting it straight down in. Because if you put it straight down in, you're going to split those stitches, and you don't want it to have that kind of look. So I'm going to do mine exactly the same on the right as I did on the left. It's a really easy day today, guys, but I'm not going to lie. I want to make it longer because, like, I miss you. Not doing the live yesterday, I was like, I hope everybody's okay. I hope nobody has any questions. I haven't even had a drink yet. I should have. obviously no two sides of a leaf are the same in nature, so I don't want to hear this, oh, I can't get the right and the left side exactly the same. Yeah, they're not meant to be. They'll all be a little bit different, so don't freak out if you can't get them like exactly right, like an exact mirror image. Okay, and then this is the last one, because remember we're just going to do a straight little stitch for the very, very end to tack that down, and we're done. I think the back looks really cool when you're finished. Almost like a fish skeleton or something, you know? So I'm just gonna give that a snip. And that's what we have so far. Obviously I didn't catch up on catch-up day, so that'll be me later tonight and tomorrow morning before we get started on the next one. And I'm well aware that the woven roses didn't save from Friday. So if you still haven't done that, you can look at the woven roses that we did for the paid stitch along. They're almost exactly the same. There's 3. They use the same technique on the outside. We're just not adding that buttonhole stitch on the inside. So keep that in mind. But I will re-record it tomorrow for you so that it can go back up on YouTube and live there forever. So yeah, I hope you guys have had a lovely weekend. I'm going to post a giveaway post later tonight as well. And I know that lots of people have already entered, but this is like a last chance extra enter thing. It's just going to be tag a friend. That's it. Because everyone has already shared all week. So it'll be like 2 things, one for you, one for your friend. Yeah. So that's why it's tag a friend. And so yeah, look out for that a little bit later today. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your Sunday evening, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. All right, bye.